I think maybe in Japan there's not so much a strong concept of good and evil, right? This is a biblical.
No. We have very strong concept. We have.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it defined?
Yeah.
Where?
Counterpart.
Okay. Right.
Good or bad is judged by your counterpart.
Oh.
Some cases your wife, some cases your village, some cases your society group, some cases your government, some cases just not you.
So there's no freedom.
No. You can judge by yourself anything.
Right.
This is freedom, but you, if you're going to ask them, you cannot find out this is true, this is good or bad. But many cases,
everything is unwritten, right?
Yeah, Westerners individual, they can judge by themselves. Japanese, they are not.
No, we have a book basically. We have a kind of roadmap. The Bible is there to say, okay, well, if I have this ethical question, I go to the Bible. Oh, it's wrong. It's allowed. It's not allowed. But in Japan, you kind of
Westerners have individualistic.
Yes.
So you're going to decide.
Yes.
Not your wife.
Yeah, sure.
But Japanese case is wife will decide. Not you. You can decide.
Your wife?
Yeah, your wife. You need to ask your girlfriend, your wife.
Don't tell me you listen to your wife. No.
Huh?
No. You decide what you read from the air from the people living in your company.
Okay, I tell you. Listen, okay? Ask them and listen. But many cases I will not follow in my mind.
Right.
Okay, but not you decide. She decide.
Oh. Right.
It's different from Westerners. Westerners, you decide always.
But do you ask?
Of course, in some cases, maybe Kimoto reluctant to ask her because she's going to beat him. So he don't ask her. Do you love me? No, she's going to beat him, but he never ask her. But I always ask her, do you love me? She beat me, it's okay. If she don't beat me, okay, she means she love me. My girlfriend, she love me, okay, it's good. Kimoto already reluctant, he cannot ask her. Reluctant to ask her. But she just fear she's going to beat him. But I don't fear. Right? Many Japanese are reluctant to ask her. This is she decide. Okay, I tell you, woman is never show her mindset in her face. Japanese woman. Always she's secret in her mind. Oh. Chinese and American woman is always so open her face. She like me, she doesn't like me. She tells her face. Very easy to touching her. But Japanese woman is very difficult to. She like me, she hate me, or I don't know. Very difficult.
How come? Why is that?
I don't know why.
Can she judge? Why can she judge?
Maybe you know that you live in Japan more than 10 years. You just touch young woman and then touch it, and she hate it. She allow you to touch your hand. Then maybe she doesn't move. It means she like you.
Oh. So
you know that better than me. You're younger than me. I'm old. Right. Right? So I just, but I have heavy experience on that. So counterpart make judgment. This is good or evil. Okay. Good or evil. Maybe after. Okay, just ask her to something, but she's going to judge.
So basically, you can never judge yourself. Other people will always judge for you.
Yeah, no, I can't.
So I cannot judge about myself, but I can judge you. I can judge Kimoto.
Oh, okay. Well, don't misunderstand. Just counterpart means your wife, your girlfriend, your village, your society, your group,
depending on
but your country.
Case by case.
Law will decide you're bad, right? But more closest is your wife, your girlfriend, your friend will judge. This is good or bad. Not you. Not your judgment. But you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Your judgment is your experience, your common sense. This is Oriental people, their definition is completely wrong. Your common sense, how long you live? Just only 50 years? Oh, no. I'm 70 years. That I know that more extending my common sense. This is okay. But based on your experience, this is bad, this is evil. No, this is good. I have lots of experience. If you're going to ask trouble for the selling house, trouble for the claim or litigation, if you're going to ask me, I will tell you, no, it's okay. It's okay, it's wrong. I can judge it more than you. So you need to ask for the other counterpart people instead of you judge by yourself. I have lots of million dollars I lost because I didn't know that. Okay, and 30 years ago I burned down my house. At that time I can ask for the shop, my fashion company, pay my house. At that time I didn't know that. I didn't ask. I didn't make any claim for them. I lost millions. The kind of things I had a lot of experience at before. This is my common sense, okay? Not different from your common sense. But you say this is okay, reluctant to ask for claim or litigation. But if you're going to ask me, no, you can do that, right? And if you're going to ask me, I'm this girl like you, do I touch her or I better not touch her? Ask me. I'm going to tell you, touch her.
Takara, I don't need to ask you, I know.
And this is a kind Japanese or Oriental people judgment, common sense. You don't need to make judgment. Counterpart will going to judge you. Then you can follow them, right? And the more close case, your girlfriend, your wife, the more close person, right? And ask her, she will judge. Girlfriend will judge. Kimoto is the same. You need to ask her. You didn't love me. Do you like me? She beat him. Then she don't like him. Without asking her. Never know that, right? But at least, okay, 1 of 10, she like him. Good enough. Right? 1 of 10 is good enough. 9 women beat him, but I don't care. Right?
It's about number 10.
This is Oriental people judgment, good or bad. No Westerners, they don't have kind mind. Oh, okay, Westerners individualistic, they decide by themselves, right? Never ask anybody, but he or she decide by. Oriental people never do that. Not me. You judge. Okay, I follow you. Right? But Oriental people characteristic, okay, just you judge, but many cases I will not follow. No, so this is I think.
If you get an answer that you don't want to hear, then
this is Oriental people ethics. There's a big gap, right? Big gap. This is just you told me that how to live. How to live, going back to the 4 hours ago, how to live. Oh, okay. I'm going to ask her.
Right. We are going to ask the Bible, or we're going to...
no, we don't have Bible. We just...
or we judge ourselves. Pragmatism.
No. We don't have Bible. We have people.
Right.
In front of me.
Right. So, but we are actually really going to ask ourselves and think for ourselves and think, okay, do we want to outlaw drugs? Then the question is, okay, that question is a multi-layered question, because it's not, for most people, it's not a simple yes or no. It's, okay, in this case, in this case, in this case, in this case, in this case. Then we create rules and say, okay, well, under these circumstances, it's allowed or not. The Bible, we cannot really negotiate so well. We can say, okay, well, we can take things out of the context in the Bible and say, well, this is our point of reference. But that is where people kind of are at conflict with each other. Some people always take Bible as a reference. Other people take their own values, their own ideas as a starting point, and they try to organize in a way that it is the best outcome for society. It's very gray, very gray.